The old West wide open, nine boom. Y'all said he was gonna beat me to death? No right. He died first. The old West wide open, nine boom. Y'all said he was gonna beat me to death? No right. West wide open, nine boom. Y'all said he was gonna beat me to death? No right. He died first.
So I said I could get rolling then.
Shit, I'm
Well,
ready.
I was already rolling because I just didn't know what was gonna happen. So this is,
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
yo, man,
Just cut it on.
it's France. Let's talk battle rap podcast. Special guest. We got Rum Nitty versus Rum Nitty. Welcome to the show, my man. Shake my hand, sir.
Shake my hand, sir. Gunline, punchline king on this motherfucker. What's happening?
You know, like Danny Myers has the Yikers online. Everybody got their little committees.
Yeah.
Your committee's called the Nitty Committee.
The Nitty Committees, the Kill Yourselfers,
Yeah, those guys.
the Cuz Webbers, the Webbers, the Websters.
I can't hold you, man. I'm part of the Nitty Committee, and me and my
That's love.
podcast
Appreciate
team, we always have these endless debates about your career, always. And I always tell everybody, like, you know what, like, interestingly enough, like, my favorite thing about Rum Nitty's career is that the trajectory is, like, every single year he's gotten better, you know? And you go way back.
I've been doing this shit since 2009.
Right.
Or the end of 2009, 2010, yeah.
What was going on in the 2009 era? 'Cause I know you started Grind Time, like 2011-ish?
Yeah.
What was going on in 2009?
It was just a hobby. Fucking around. It wasn't even, to keep it real, it wasn't even a hobby. It was a hustle. We was betting. I was
Really?
betting like 500 a battle. Nigga had 500. We wasn't battling.
I think your first Grind Time battle was a bet too, $500 out in Arizona, right? Grind Time West.
Yeah, all my battles, like, that's the only way I battled was for money. It wasn't. I'm not even gonna lie. I had no intention on being a battle rapper. I didn't think I never even thought about it. It's not even that I thought I wouldn't make it. It never crossed my mind. You know what I'm saying? So when I got the call, the call for
Grind Time.
Nah, it was even when I was doing the Grind Time shit, I was still betting. I wasn't getting paid, you feel me? So I wasn't taking it serious. So when I got like the official call for the King of the Dot card, the Alcatraz card,
right?
That's when I was like, damn, I might try to do something with this shit. You feel me? 'Cause that's the first time I actually left the city to battle, left my state to battle. You feel me? It wasn't just no hometown betting shit. So yeah, I never took it that serious.
And it's always like you have to, like, you're the only guy from Arizona. Like when everything now Arizona, we're only gonna think of you. So like there was nobody really else around battle rapping, right? Like that we know about. Like, is anybody used to spar with back in the day? Like off camera guys that we should know about from Arizona?
There was a lot of inner city battle rappers, like, you know, Jay Frost, XO. I battled all these cats. You feel me?
Right.
Type Z. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of them from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It low key died out because we don't have a
market out there.
Yeah, we don't have a market for it. We don't have a scene for it. But there's still some cats now that's still doing it, like the Rez, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
My little bro, Rum Raw. My nigga Flo, even though he's from New York, but he's still repping the city for it. So, you know.
Like 2018 was like what some people consider an off year, but you were still like 11th best battle rapper in the world, like on the top 20.
Yeah.
So it's like if an off year is me being 11 instead of me being top 5, like I'll take that.
Yeah, that's love.
And 20
salute to whoever voted and put me on that list. You feel me?
Facts. In 2018, and you started finally headlining battles too. Headline Surf. 2 weeks later, headline against Briz. So at one point, you also kind of realized like you didn't. It's like I have to go beyond just the content. Like I need to do something to actually be the headliner, to be the main event, to be that guy to sell the tickets. Like
I said earlier, like I'm you know what I'm saying, low key a late bloomer in this shit. Like I always wrote good, I just didn't battle good. You feel me? So there's certain shit I'm learning late, but that might give me longevity because, you know, some people might burn out. I'm still learning. I'm still going. I'm still hungry.
It's like your ceiling doesn't have like no limits. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
They expect me to rap the same way I was rapping 3 years ago, but I didn't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still, I'm still a fan at the end of the day. I'm still trying to learn more. Like I still read comments, you know?
Yeah. It's like every single year since the Danny Myers battle, like you have like a performance or a battle that's like top quality of the year. Danny Myers 2013, 2014, you and Magic, 2015, you and Steams, 2016, you and Av, 2017, you and Iron, 2018, you and Twerk, even though it was an incomplete battle.
Yeah.
So even up to now, it's like, yo, he's still getting better every single year. How do you do that? Because a lot of battle rappers hit certain ceilings, or like they always say like we want this person, we want this. Right. You know what I mean?
It's just staying hungry. You know what I mean? Staying a fan. You know what I mean? I still watch these young shooters. I ain't never got too on my high horse where I don't see these young shooters like this young man across the way. You know what I'm saying? There's some real shooters out there.
For those that don't, if anybody's just gonna listen to this, we got drugs across from Rum, and you said I think at the time that like you watch drugs and get fired up.
Yeah, he's one of the niggas I watch. You feel? I see a drugs battle drop, I'm clicking on that bitch. Shout out my nigga. But yeah, like I pay attention to the young competitions. I pay attention to the comments. I see what the fans like, what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as a battle rapper, you gotta put that into consideration.
It's just because like I feel like the one thing you kind of like were lacking always was performance. And even like when you battle Shine, like you want to talk about performance.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you're like, damn, you know what? I never cared for this aspect, but now I need to add it on.
Yeah, that comes from me listening to the fans and wanting to grow. So I'm like, all right, bet. I got my little core fans that just like me for rapping. They don't care if I perform. I got my fans that like me if I just stand still and rap. They don't care. But I'm like, I want the other fans. I want the other fans. I want the performer fans. I want that love. So I'm like, you know what? I can't be stubborn. You know what I'm saying? I got to put that, add that to my game. So I've been trying to add the...
So you got the hand thing now. The hand.
Yeah. Shout out Twerk. I stole that from Twerk. We steal from each other. That's my brother.
But now you got like little moves on the stage. I call it the sorcery, right? Where it's just like this little move can physically enhance a bar or can like hypnotize the crowd, make them think something is more like dense than it really is. So he did a little muscle flex. Everybody's like, "Oh, I got a cheer." Then he pulled out his arm.
I was learning, like a lot of shit I learned late. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't notice. I'm just thinking you just gotta rap. I'm like, nigga, I think you just gotta rap and be loud. Right. That shit, it actually works. All the moves and power moves, Suge tap your pockets.
Right.
Like that shit, it works. Twerk do the bounce. Like that shit work. You know what I'm saying?
And then like when you realize that started working, that you kind of like say to yourself, "Oh, I have more weapons," and now you're like, "Okay, now I can now I can space out my content. Now I know when to put the heavier punches into."
Exactly. Because when you only got one power, you gotta use that motherfucker good. Like every line gotta be crazy. You can't have two mediocre bars back to back. Hell nah. Now that I got a little performance and a little comfortability up there, I can do that. Or I can sell bars that I was skeptical. You know how many bars that I've had in my phone, ideas for literally years, and I'm using them now?
Wow.
I can say that now. Boom. I had the fucking the shotgun idea. I could have said that to all kind of motherfuckers. I had that in my phone for years. It's been at the top of my notes. You know what I'm saying? So just comfortability, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Comfortability. And like I said, listening to the fans, knowing what they want instead of saying what I want.
I feel like when you're writing your bars down and you're writing your material, you just like have that one line. You're like, hold on, I gotta save this one. But I feel like a lot of your lines almost are kind of like that. And I want to touch on one line from like the Iron Solomon battle when you mentioned the planets. Grab the fifth from my son like Jupiter. Let me word it a little different. I tell my son if he's taken from Mars, then as soon as you see this Jew put a Mercury tip in. And I didn't even catch the Jupiter part till way later. I'm like, how the fuck did he write this shit? So when you're writing it, like, are you thinking to yourself, okay, let me space the word out. Let me write the word and see where I can break it. Let me say it first and then write. Like, what's the process?
Shit, on that particular one, I just heard two different punches. Like, he can vouch for me. Like, if you writing a punch, you just have different drafts. Yeah. I think I had two different drafts. It was cold. I'm saying both of them. You know what I'm saying? But on a lot of words, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I hear a word, I try to break it down first. And if I can't break it down, then I'll at least see if I can punch with it. You feel me? Like, like I said, grab the fifth from my son, like Jupiter. You know what I mean? That's just a regular punch. If I couldn't break down Jupiter Mercury tip in them, then I would just would have went with that. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time when I see a word, I try to break it down.
So it's like you wrote grab the fifth from my son like Jupiter. Then you said Jupiter. Oh, Jupiter, I got another one.
Exactly. Like, oh shit, Jupiter. I'm like, all right, bet. It was actually the other way around though. I had I said Jupiter. I'm like, all right, dope. And then as I'm writing that, I'm like, bro, fifth from my son, like Jupiter. I'm like, yo, that's just crazy by itself.
I seen a tweet you had out one day, and I want to touch on it. You tweeted out some clips of like some Kaboom bars, and you said you giving him his flowers. You're saying the punching style originates with Kaboom, and I would love to hear you.
Definitely one of the factors of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like he doesn't get his just due sometimes. You know I'm saying when they people speaking on punch, especially battle rap.
Right.
I'm saying all these battle rappers done watched them DVDs. And we heard Kaboom going crazy. You feel me?
Right.
Sis, all them. You know what I mean? NH, the whole Philly movement. I'm saying these is just do in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was going with that.
It's crazy because like a new fan will come in and see like, oh, Rum Nitty Ave, like that's probably like a brand new era of punching. You guys usher that in, so they won't know nothing about like Kaboom back in the day, 40 Cal. They don't think like Conceited content is not good, but they don't realize like all these guys created the lane for like you and I have today.
Exactly, as a fact. Yeah, I feel like a lot of them cats gotta get they flowers.
What All right, Nitty, I think we back.
Yeah, we back.
Yo, man, you really for the culture. We here. It's 4 a.m. I battle. Just watch 2 more battles.
Right. I just see my nigga Drugs do his thing. That nigga's an animal.
Talk to me about your passion for battle rap.
Shit, a lot of passion for it. That's why I'm still doing it.
that's why we're here right now. Literally.
Right. That's why we here at 4 a.m. in the basement.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't gonna never get too sedity or too big for, shit like this.
Right.
I'm always gonna pop out and support the upcoming talent.
Because I'm one of my favorite things is like I've been following your career since like early 2013 to now, and like seeing like you become like almost damn near one of the faces of URL. I think back to Gnome 6, right? You, Briz, T-Top, y'all all made your debut there on a Gnome stage, and it was kind of like these are the new talent that's gonna like carry this league when the rest of the guys are inactive or they come back once a year, like.
Right.
And hit
That's a good way to put it, because they be coming back once a year. I mean, we the ones that's really through the whole year putting on the classics for the fans. So I appreciate that you showing love.
Yeah, and like the Gnome 6 battle, and then to like the Summer Madness 6 battle, the first 2 big stages, you kind of had to make the adjustments. Like the Gnome, like the first round with Tay-Rock, it looked like you were ready to run off with it. Little scuffle. And, whatever happened. Then you battled JC the night that probably nobody could have beat him.
Yeah, they wasn't finna let nobody win that night. Oh, camera, I feel like it did not in the building. Hell, not a nigga with my ass.
Yeah,
nah. They showed me the look.
When after Summer Madness, you were probably like, damn, both my main stages, I gotta fix something, right? What was the drawing plan? You went back to the game tapes and hit the drawing board.
The main thing was slowing my delivery down. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that I emphasize the certain details to my punch. And dressing them up a little better. You know what I mean? I had to go back to the drawing board how I wrote a little bit.
What do you mean by dressing them up?
Like the setup. Setting them up like, like the MOP was perfectly set up, but not all my bars. I had to try to like go back and set them up like that so they get caught.
Right. It's almost like when it's Gnome hit, and then that's your next time on a big stage. You're like, okay, I figured it out.
Yeah.
And then now you're still like.
Yeah, I feel like I'm still growing. Right. And then it's not even that. It's comfortability too. You know what I mean? All that shit come with comfortability. I don't give a fuck how many times somebody tell you got to do this and you got to do it like this. If you're not comfortable, you know what I'm saying, you're going to do what you know. It's just like a trainer teaching you how to fight and giving you a game plan. If you're not comfortable in doing this and you ain't did it enough times, as soon as you get popped in your mouth, you're going to forget your game plan and you're going to fight. You're just going to throw him. You're going to be like, all right, fuck watching his laugh and all that. I'm just going to fight.
Right.
So when you get nervous and you're not comfortable, you just do what you do. Just rap. Fuck performing. Fuck, just get to kill yourself. I'm just trying to get to my slogan. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was going through for a while.
And like, it's almost like you're trying to like figure out, all right, cool, I dominate the small room. The main stage, the big stage, how can I dominate the big stages? And I feel like this point in your career, like you're trying to cement your legacy. So you called out the Hitmans, the Calicos, the Loaded Luxes, the Murder Mooks, the Hollow, the Dons. Like you want those names already, like Conceited. You want those names on your resume now. It feels almost like all of them wouldn't want to take you in a small room because they feel like they can't beat you there. Would you prefer to take those names in a small room, like, yo, come to my environment? Or you're like, nah, I want to see you on the stage so nobody can say anything?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because if I do it like that, then I'm not going to get my just due. They're gonna be like, well, if it would have been on the big stage, he would have beat you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like beating somebody in your hometown. I don't want to battle I don't want to battle nobody in my hometown. I mean, of course, I want a home game, but not a significant match.
It's
that
funny.
I need the W. You feel me?
Before we turn on the podcast, Mike, you were telling me about your home game experience with Arsenal. So everybody listening, can you tell them about the one time you had that home game against Arsenal, and it's almost like it didn't even feel like a home game for you.
Nah, I really didn't. For the simple fact is we don't really got a battle crowd out there, so not a lot of people showed up. Not a lot of my people showed up. Put it
Right.
like that. And Arsenal star, you feel me? They knew his slogan better than mine. You feel me? So something I had to learn, something I had to, take it on the chin, pause. It's part of the game.
Now I found that interesting because it's kind of like I watch it from like not knowing so much of like what's going on at the time or in the venue. I'm watching it as like, oh, this is just another breakout performance. Like Nitty's getting all these names on King of the Dot, Magic, Latizé, O-Red. Now he's getting Arsenal. It sounded like you were just following suit. But in reality, you had a bunch of pressure. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot of pressure. And then to keep it real, I think I got a lot of them names a little too early.
I think so too.
Yeah, a little too early. You know what I mean? I still was honing my skills. You know what I mean? I wasn't ready for a lot of them names. But at that same token, I feel like I showed that I deserved to be in this, in this realm
Right.
of MCs. But I just wasn't ready to, get in there and whoop on them. You know what I mean? I wasn't getting a W, but I mean, I beat Arsenal, but like I wasn't ready to, actually get out there on the main stage.
Yeah, well, Arsenal was a little later on because I think the first one really was B Magic, and you got a prime B Magic. Like this is B Magic, the battle, the battle that conceded B Magic. Like
Yeah, I got Magic in his prime.
So, what were you thinking at the time when you got Magic in his prime? Like, what was your thought process?
It was probably more surreal than anything because Magic like my favorite battle rapper ever. So I was just more shocked that I'm even on stage with this nigga. I was just watching this nigga 2-3 months prior, showing my partners. Hey, like check Cuz out. He ripping, he cold. You feel me? And then 2-3 months later, I'm battling.
We have those like debates of like greatest punches. We always say Rum Magic, Rum Magic, Rum Magic.
Oh yeah, facts. His status is solidified as a puncher, as a battler. Period.
Yeah,
if he don't battle ever again.
With the chance for you to brag, do you think, honestly, because this is a conversation, do you think you're the greatest puncher in battle rap of all time?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Number one.
Yeah.
It's official.
Yeah, of course I feel like that.
Since when have you started feeling like it's recently, or you felt like it's a while back? Like when did you say that's it? I am the best puncher of all time in battle rap.
Of course, every time I put the pen to paper, I always felt like that's what I was gonna be. You feel me? I feel like I don't even feel like I fully solidified it, but I feel like I'm headed in that direction. You feel me? So I would say the last year or so.
2018.
Yeah.
It's crazy because like most will call that like an off year for you. Some we've had that debate.
Yeah, I had a few. I'm not gonna lie. I had a writer's block for like 3 years. You know what I mean? Literally. So but I still fought through it. Just for my love of the sport.
If you had to rank the rest of the punches outside of you, how would you rank them? Magic 1, Conceded 2.
Yeah, definitely Magic 1 for me.
Okay.
2, I don't know. That's a tough 2.
Did you put Ab over Conceded?
I was just really thinking that to keep it real,
it's tough. It's
talent wise, I would, not accolade wise.
Right.
And like he doesn't got the stats. That's why I felt like for the longest people wasn't putting me over Magic. I felt like talent wise, they was like, I feel like he's getting better.
Right.
But he ain't had that classic run. Magic went on the classic run. So I feel like I had to put on those classics, especially big stage battles. Magic wasn't just held to small stage. He killed any stage. So I'm like, I can't beat the Punchline King if I can't kill a big stage.
Yeah,
I feel like with the big T, the T-top performance and the K-Shine performance, like I'm showing them I can do it
right
on the big stage as well. So
this year, you surpassed Magic in main stage appearances, 5, he has 4. And you passed him in million view battles. You have 5, he has 4 as well. Interestingly enough, you and Av both have 5 apiece, so it's kind of like you guys are growing together.
Yeah. It felt like me and Av damn near.
It looked like you didn't even know that stat. I didn't
know that stat. I seen something similar to that the other day though. They were saying that we had a certain amount of
you and Av have
millions, certain amount of
that was us.
Views.
Yeah, that was us.
Okay, yeah, I seen that. That's one of
You guys both have 5 million view battles apiece, and you guys both have touched 5 URL main stages, 2 summer madnesses, 3 gnomes apiece, something like that.
Yeah, I think that was the thing I seen. It was on Twitter.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, I did see it there. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was us. Kudos to you and Av. Like, I feel like it's crazy that you guys have the exact same number of accolades. So it's like you guys literally ushered in a new era of punchlining.
Yeah.
Does that ever dawn on you? You're like, damn, everybody now punches different because of what me and Av did in that room, that Born Legacy room.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's been dawning on me lately. Like it's all the love I've been getting from the punchers, the people that punch. Like,
right.
At one point in time, of course, I always felt like I was the best puncher, but like shit, I was drowned in the class of punchers. Like I couldn't, you know what I mean? I wasn't standing out. There was Born, there was M City, there was there was
Ty
a
Law.
lot. There was Ty Law, there was Magic. There was a lot of punchers at one point in time. So I wasn't just standing out. I wasn't just, you know what I mean? I had to keep going, and then at one point in time, it felt like performance. Bars took a back seat to performance. I felt like, you know what I mean? So punchlining wasn't really that effective. Like, not effective, but there wasn't a class of punchliners no more. You know what I mean? At one point in time, like, who was punching? Like, it was me and Av. Right now, it's damn near everybody's punching again now. But at one point in time, it was just me and Av. M City kind of faded away, Born, all the punchers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm the only one that like kept going with it. And then Av, when we did that shit, like we just changed I don't even think we changed the format. The format. I just think we brought it to life again. Motherfuckers wanted to punch again. They wanted to put their pen to the test. You know what I'm saying? So I just think we kept it alive when it was dying. Definitely.
I have on the pod, and I asked him about like you and Rum ushering in this new style. He says the only difference between me and Rum is that Rum is small, so he could dance. I don't do all that dancing shit.
He showed he could do it against Arsenal.
But I told him to do the dance. They'll love it. He was like, I ain't trying to do it. But he started swag surfing as Arsenal. They love it.
That's what I said. Against Arsenal, he was moving.
And I found it funny, like talking to Av and like hearing you guys speak about it. And I'm gonna ask him a question that he wouldn't answer. Hopefully you'll answer for me. What's the formula of a punchline?
What do you mean? What's the formula?
Like when you're writing, you're like, oh, I know this is gonna hit.
There's not really. I mean, we always gonna be skeptical somewhat, but there's just certain bars that damn well it's just gonna hit. That's kind of, I don't know. It's not really a way to explain it. It's just, you put it like this.
Av says there's a formula. There's a timing. There's like a whole formula of like how to time it and deliver that shit. And
hell yeah. There's a timing as far as how you say it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's something I'm learning now. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the formula?
How you say it? Hell yeah. It's definitely how you say it, how you set it up. You know what I'm saying? How you emphasize certain, you know what I'm saying? I think Magic was the king at, like, Magic wasn't like he didn't have like the loudest vocal projection.
Right.
It
was just the flow. It was just the flow.
It was the flow, but like he would say it in such a smooth manner. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was, I don't know, it's like Magic has his own style, period.
Yeah, nah, and
it's definitely a formula.
Yeah,
how you say it.
I was trying to crack after. I was like, yo, Av, can I? He's like, nah, man, I ain't gonna give it to you. I'm like, so can you Magic Rum all sit down when it's all said and done?
I think the best formula or the best tip to give a motherfucker punchline is to stay away from old references. Period. The more original your reference, the better, chance you got of getting some crowd reaction. I done said shit that, to me, I didn't even think was that crazy.
Right.
But in my head, I'm like, the reference is new. I haven't even heard this reference used in battle rap.
Like Baphomet.
Exactly. Perfect example.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I haven't even heard the word Baphomet in battle rap.
Right.
If I'm like,
but everybody gonna know what the imagery of it is.
I know what it is. I'm like, that's gonna hit. I know it was gonna hit just because the originality of it. You know what I mean? I'm like, it probably could have been crazier. Probably could have said it better. But I just know the originality of it is gonna work.
I feel like people like your lines not so much with the originality, yeah, but they like it more because you have a lot of homophones, or you're like, you take that one word and you're gonna break it down, and it's just like so many different examples. Let me think of a good one, man. Maybe one with you and Iron when you told him all this rumble, like Michael Buffer.
Oh yeah, that's what you're saying.
Rumble.
Like breaking the word.
Yeah, we're gonna say rumble. We're not gonna think of rum bull, like rum's bullshit. You know
that's what you're saying. Yeah, exactly.
So like they love that about you, and so like whenever you write those words down and you're like, oh shit, I can split this up. Like, What's
I think sometimes those is dangerous though, because sometimes a fan will be real fast to call it a reach.
But you know what? You never reach really.
Not to certain fans. Certain fans don't like that. Certain fans
They don't like the
words.
they don't like the
any
shine.
words
They don't like the
breakdown.
shine.
But I feel how I feel about shine and shine.
Yeah.
I don't talk like that. In everyday conversation, I'm like, oh, that motherfucker shining. That motherfucker shining right there. Or if the homie come in and the nigga named Sean, I'm gonna say Shine. Like sounds like Shine. That's how I talk. So if I say 9, I don't say 9. I say 9. It's 9 o'clock. So I do NONNINE flips.
You have the case
like
ready for it.
Non-smoking, I do the non-smoking, the non-smoking. I can do that because that's how I talk.
Right.
Just like when a New York nigga say cheer, chair.
New York.
If you can get away with saying cheer, chair.
What about risk and wrist? You hate that one.
Risk and wrist?
You know when they say wrist?
Nah, the reason why I don't hate that because nobody really from our community in any hood pronounces that K like that. But man, you risking too much, bro. Motherfuckers, I'm like, don't risk it. Like, that's not how we talk. So if that's how we talked, then it'd be a reach. You feel me? It's just like motherfuckers saying like I said, like 9 or time. I've never in my life said time. What time is it? I say, what time is it? That's how I say it. So I can do a TOMTIME flip because that's just how I talk. It's just like a down south person doing her or something. You can't get mad at fucking if Verb did a her bar that was we couldn't say.
Right.
It wouldn't be a reach if that it made sense for how he talked.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about the shine. I just feel like the battle rap community is not used
They
to
try to kill you for that.
they're not used to it.
Yeah.
But they don't kill niggas for chair and chair.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean?
I'm tired
that
of,
to me is the same exact thing. It's chair.
I'm tired
cheer,
of stealing steel.
Veer.
I'm tired of stealing
Dead.
Stealing steel, blue. I'm tired of those. Those get abused. Mill.
Yo, there's certain ones that are not reaches, but they're overused. Just like
just
defeat. You don't say defeat bars.
That's
a no.
Unless you're Cassidy.
He said a defeat bar?
Oh, he said a defeat bar against.
Damn. That nigga a culture vulture, man. I'm saying it now. He know what he doing. He just kept getting his check.
We were speculating at first before he even knew the announcement between him and Goods. We said, make it Rum and Cass. Put it in Philly. Give Rum that plate. Like, we're ready for you to get these matches where it's like, yo, you guys can no longer deny my resume, my legend status, all that. You're gonna get there, obviously. You're on your way.
Yeah, it's slowly but surely. I had to take the window. The door was stuck. There was a couple niggas holding the door and putting funny shit in front of the door and chairs and shit. So I popped in the window. It's all good.
To be fair though, you don't promo. And I feel like that's a big part of like.
Yeah, that's a bad thing about me.
I think that's all you're missing.
Yeah, that's probably my worst.
If you take Cassidy's promo and Rum's punches and put that into one battle rapper, that guy's going undefeated.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, at least as far as numbers, I'm doing crazy numbers. I do that shit. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. But I got life.
Yeah.
I got life. I got 4 kids. You know what I'm saying? And I take care of them bitches dolo.
By the way, I'm very proud about that because I seen you did post about that one day. You said, I take care of 4 of them. And like,
I take literally.
And I'm just like,
wow, I take pride in that. So
it's real honor. I respect it.
Sometimes it's real easy to get, you know what I mean, lose track of the battle world. You know what I mean? I don't forget it, but I just lose track of it. You know what I mean? So I forget, like, damn, I could be doing a little freestyle for my fans or something, or do a little interview or do a little recap or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It slipped my mind. That shit.
Yeah, nah. But, I mean, it happens. But regardless, like, your talent, they don't care. They're like, oh, I'm ready for whenever Rum Nitty touches the stage.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I'll make up for it when you see me. I'm going to rap my ass off.
And none of these guys can avoid you no more. Like, they all look, every time they watch you battle, like Hitman, a Calico, a Hollow, they're like, damn, Rum's coming up sooner or later in the schedule.
Yeah. For a minute, it wouldn't, like, you know what I mean? I was like a peasant on the list. Like,
right.
I see them niggas at the show, like, when you in my shot? Maybe. Now they say something to me, like, yeah, I see you, boy. Like, yeah, it's like I'm getting that respect that I felt like I should have got a minute ago. But, hey, like I said, I'm hopping through the window. I'm gonna open the door. I snatched my respect. I ain't earned it.
No, you definitely did. And because I remember when you were at King of the Dot, they asked you when you're gonna go to URL, and you're like, me do a PG? What? No.
Yeah. I could have been on URL. I just didn't want to do a PG. They said in the battle, he said if it wasn't for me, you would have had to done a PG. And I flipped the camera off. Like, you got me fucked up. I'm not doing. I've turned down many PGs. I actually got paid. Like, that was probably one of my highest paydays at that time.
At the time.
Yeah, so I don't think PGs is getting the numbers that I got for that battle. So it definitely wasn't a PG.
Nah, yeah, but I'm just like, damn, like, you are a king of the dot. And you were hesitant about finally going over because you didn't. They couldn't deny you at one point. Like at one point they just said, "All right, we have to just give him what he wants."
Are you talking about
like URL, like trying to grab you over?
Yeah, I feel like I had to. I had to make it to where they look funny for not fucking with me.
I feel like that's right now how A-Ward is. Like it's like, yo, when is he gonna get on URL? That's
That's what you're saying.
that's literally what.
Because a lot of all my fans is like, bro, when you going over Smack? I'm like, bro, they not booking me. I'm gonna make them book me. I'm gonna make it to where they're gonna. Y'all look funny now, so why y'all not booking Nitty? You know what I mean? So hey, I think A-Ward is on the right path. Keep cooking to where they're gonna have to book you. They're gonna have to book you sooner or later.
Was there ever a point in time where, like, with URL, like early when you was getting matches like the T-Top, then like Chef Trez and then JC, like, did they ever have that talk where it's like, yo, we're ready to like go full like promo mode, like we're gonna get you on every card possible, we're gonna put you in the best positions, because it's like after the JC battle, a lot of people would lose on Summer Madness and not get a call back. You said yourself, I lost on Summer Madness. Then you battled DNA a month and some change later. Battle Iron Solomon, battle John, then you battle Sir. So like,
yeah, so shout out to URL, man. That's family. They take care of their people. You know what I mean? As long as you show up and produce, I mean, they gonna show you love and put you on cards. It's kind of simple as that. Like, I felt like that one bad performance didn't blind them from what they know I do.
But,
So
but sometimes it does for some,
Yeah, for a lot of niggas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, hey, I bring a lot to the table. I feel like Twerk does that, though. Twerk can go take a loss tomorrow, but his stock is so high, the nigga's a freight train. Like, the nigga, his energy, like, you need Twerk on the card. I don't give a fuck. Twerk can go lose 4 battles right now.
Right.
It's not going to stop his steam. You know what I'm saying? So, at one point in time, I felt like I had that little buzz to where they like, fuck it. If he lost to JC, we still going to book him. And then I'm not known to show up short,
right,
show up choking. I'm known
right.
to wrap my. Every time you put me on the card, it's veins popping out my neck, my eyes popping out my fucking face.
Right.
You feel me? Like sweating, yelling. Like every time though. There's never been a time even against John, and when I didn't know my material, I was still rapping at my loudest capacity. I was
Absolutely.
still performing. Even though I didn't even know my shit, I was still trying to give y'all a show.
I think the 2-hour break probably really messed you up that day because of that whole delay.
That did, and then I really didn't know my material that good.
Oh, wow.
I really didn't know my material that good. And then even like perfect example against Shine, I could have called time, still got paid, and still went home. Me, like the love for the sport, me trying to still give the fans what they want. I took that long ass choke, and I'm still like, fuck that. Let me get my shit off. A lot of niggas would have been like, fuck that.
They cheered for you to get it back.
Yeah,
that sounds crazy.
That was the first.
That was another stat we put out. That was the first time in your history that they cheered for somebody after a choke to get it back.
A nigga in the crowd said, "Nigga, we'll wait." Oh shit! I think that's when they started cheering after he said it. He said, "No, we'll wait." Oh shit! Yeah, that's it. That was the first.
Damn, man. And how you feeling so far about your 2019?
Oh man, I feel like I got stagnant a little bit in the middle or towards the end, but I feel like this last few moves I'm finna do is gonna have me, right back. Yeah, it might as well just give me the belt now.
Oh, that's the word. Give you the belt now.
Oh yeah, man, because I'm finna go overdrive these next few months. I got a lot on the plate.
Yeah, nah, you always do enough to like always have something at the end of the year that's like, oh, we remember Nitty this year for this.
And I feel like this year it's been fun. It's became fun again. It's become fun again. I mean,
why is that? What's making it fun again? Like, what's making it less?
I don't know. I just well, of course, it became a job for a minute.
Right.
I mean, it still is. It's still how I get my money. I'm not selling dope no more. I'm not doing nothing goofy. So, yeah, this is my job right now. So, but after a while, once it becomes your job, the fun goes away. It's like, I'm get the bread. I'm taking battles for bread instead of taking battles for the culture, battles for something that I wanted to do, or battling an MC that that motivated me to write. You feel me? I wasn't doing none of that. I was just getting the check.
Yeah, well, yeah. When you put it like that, you can't stop somebody from getting their money.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel
We
like
still eating, but like
Right.
it's just fun again now. Like when I get an opponent on the table, like I'm hyped to go back to the crib and start
Right.
writing.
right.
Back like for a minute, it was like dreadful. Like, damn, I got to write for this nigga.
Really, it was
Hell
dreadful.
yeah, I'm like, I'm missing pussy and bitch. You like, chill? Hell no, I gotta go write. Yeah, I gotta write. You know how whack that is? And I'm thinking about this grown ass man for 2 weeks, turning down parties and lit shit because I gotta go write for this nigga. There's plenty of times I was like, bro, do I still? I'm thinking to myself, do I still even want to do this shit, bro?
Wow.
Like, it was getting boring. And then it was getting, like, once you set the bar so high, you can't just say anything.
Yeah.
You know how many
man.
fans was like, bro, that was dope, but it wasn't the Av Nitty. That was dope, but it wasn't the Av Nitty. It's dope, but it wasn't the Woody Wop Nitty.
But you know what? When they say that, when they be like, it wasn't this Nitty, they're still touching more current performances. So it's not like they're going all the way far back. They'll be like, this ain't the Iron Solomon Nitty. This ain't the Surf Nitty. This ain't the. Now they're gonna say this ain't the Shine Nitty.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So like you're still hitting those ceilings. It's not like that.
4 battles, that's what I was hearing. That was dope, but it wasn't the Av Nitty. It was dope.
Right.
It was the Ill Will. They liked it, but they was saying, nah, it wasn't the Av Nitty.
Wow.
Rock definitely was a bad performance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Clips, I feel like I did good, but they was just always holding me to this. Like, I want you to punch
Right.
crazy. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So every time I get a battle on the table, they're like, is it gonna be the Av Nitty? I'm like, I don't know. You tell me when I say it, niggas.
So these punchlines just stress you the fuck out at this point. But
Yeah, and then I ain't gonna lie. When after they start saying, "Yo, you're the best puncher," now I gotta maintain that. That's a lot of pressure. Now I can't just say I'm hot like a stovetop. I can't say that.
Right.
Now I'm stressing myself. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta work tomorrow. This when I did have a job. I'm like, I gotta work tomorrow. Hell no, I can't say this. Scratch that out. They think I'm the greatest ever. Like, this is the best shit to ever walk the earth. I can't say that. And then when I go through writer's block,
right.
I'm like, I'll go for like 4 or 5 days and won't think of nothing.
Wow.
Just blank. And I'm like, bro, you supposed to be the punchline? Go. This not how you rock. What's going on? You feel me? So it'd be pressure like a motherfucker. You
So
feel me?
writing is more difficult than memorizing for you?
Yeah.
Wow. I would have thought it'd be the opposite. I would have thought you'd get tired of your rounds, like going over and over and over again.
Nah.
And
Writing is definitely.
You don't blow your own mind when you write? Like, I will be surprised. Like, when you write your bars, you're like, oh, shit, what the fuck?
Nah,
You
hell
did
yeah.
it, Nitty, you did it again.
No, so that's perfect. That's a perfect way to say I do blow my mind every time I write because I'm so, like, I'm skeptical. I'm like, hell no, take that out, accept that out, take that out. So when I finally get down to the last, you know what I mean, the last draft, and I read it, I'm like, damn, all right, you did it again. Hell yeah. I didn't think I was gonna be to do it.
Right.
Because you got high bars that we set for ourselves. I'm thinking to myself, like, I ain't gonna never think of an Annie up. I ain't gonna never think of another Annie up. Now they saying coming down with something better than Annie up. You know what I'm saying? Now they gonna start speaking on some of that shit I said for Sean.
Now they say the souvenirs.
But that shit be in your head when you writing like,
right.
This is not that. I can't compare that to that. That's light. It's light. It's light. It's too light. It's too light. You know what I mean? So it'd be hella pressure. You feel me? And then sometimes our judgment be off than a motherfucker.
Like, give me an example if you could.
A perfect example is I didn't think the coming down with something was that dope.
Really?
No.
Thought it was regular.
Yeah, I thought it was regular. I thought that.
Nah, people fainted. People were fainting in the venue.
The illiterate bar, I said it like right before that bar. I spent like damn near a week on that bar. The coming down with something, I put that together in like 10 seconds. It was I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
That's hilarious.
Man, I say this illiterate bar, and they like, I'm like, what? What illiterate? What, nigga? Then I say this coming down with something, and they go crazy. I'm like, all right, I guess my judgment's off.
And your favorite bar to date is still the bar against Tycoon Tax, your N-word bar? That's still your favorite bar to date?
Yeah, that's definitely one of them, or the Shaquille O'Neal bar.
Mm.
I don't know. I be liking a little, but I don't even like all my haymakers. Literally be like when I battled Sean, I knew my second round was my best round. When I battled T-Top, I thought my first round was my best round. So I didn't know. When I battled New Jersey Twerk, I thought my first round was better than my second round.
Really?
Hell yeah, I still like my first round better.
No way. I disagree.
I love my first round better.
Like, no, it's fire. It's fire,
the
but
Bino Meal, like that's me.
Yeah.
Like I knew they wasn't gonna catch that, but I'm like the guy. I reign till I'm God's
tier.
Like to me, I love my first round, but to them, that was better. So my judgment be off sometimes. So I don't know. So it's up to the fans. Whatever they think is dope, they gonna think is dope.
Nothing's better than the died first. No, I don't think anything in the first round is better than you died first in the second round. That was just too crazy. And like, how the fuck you think of that shit?
To me, see, that's another thing. I didn't.
That one was a quick one too. That one was like
I was like, is that dope? It's like once you say it too many times to yourself, you get skeptical. Like, is it dope or is it not dope? Or, I don't know. I got anxiety, so I overthink a lot of shit. So if I probably say, that's why I write better when I write at last minute. Because I write last minute, I don't got that much time to keep thinking about it, get skeptical. If I got 2 weeks to think about this fucking bar, I'm gonna most likely scratch it.
Damn. You've done every volume, and then like you and Twerk in the volume. That was. All right, man. Good night,
love, bro. Be safe, bro. You did that, bro. This nigga the GOAT, man.
All right, bro.
Appreciate you, love.
Yeah, the Nitty battle in the volume. The Nitty and Twerk battle in the volume. Funny enough, Twerk, like you guys stylistically are very similar. He has 5 million view battles right now, but all his million view battles, he has more in the small room than the big stage. So he's kind of like, you guys are just like the same hybrid of each other, where he's just like, you guys have small room content, but you're explosive and electric enough to be on the main stage. So when you battle Twerk, you probably think to yourself like, damn, this is really a mirror match. And
I was dreading that fucking match.
He was dreading it too, and you guys both wrote it in like a week, within 7 days, 10 days, something like that.
Yeah, that was like 7 days for me. He be doing like 2-3 days.
Now he said he was afraid of you though. He said he finished for you early. He said.
Yeah, I was dreading that battle. That's why motherfuckers talking about you want a rematch and not so fast, nigga. Shit.
Hold up, I see you tweet. I was like, we need 10 for that.
Right. Now we need 20. Fuck 10. We need 20. 10 ain't nothing. We need 20.
Nah, yeah, that I wouldn't be mad at an Nitty and Twerk rematch at all.
Yeah, I think that was on it was on the path to be one of the greatest battles of all time. I really felt like that.
Yeah, no, it was easily going to be the best battle of 2018. Like, it was on its way there. And I just think about, like, your punching in that battle and all your volume battles. And I think back to your early days, too. Your punching style, like, the way you used to be the cookie cutter, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're like 1, 2, right into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When did you realize, oh, let me change the pacing of it. Let me change the speed of it.
I don't even know if it was the I don't even know if it was I didn't learn the pace until later. I'm not even gonna lie, I learned a lot of my pacing from battling Twerk because we rap so similar. I'm like, why does he get more reaction and we rap damn near the same?
Right.
He delivers it better.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He emphasizes certain words, he pauses here, slows down. Me, I'm just straight down the line. I rap fast, you know what I mean? So I learned a lot, you know what I mean?
You transition a lot, though.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? But I learned a lot from him because we rap damn near the same, but I'm like, how does he get more fucking reaction than me? How, nigga? Rap damn near the same.
He's got more moves.
He deliver it better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not even, because I move too. I've been moving for years. I've been all over the stage, but I'm just rapping fast.
Right.
And I'm not thinking the shit I'm saying is intricate. So I'm like, how are y'all not catching this? We do be saying some intricate shit, so sometimes you do got to slow it down and let them catch what you saying. And then I'm not even going to lie, I don't have the clearest projection. You know what I'm saying? I damn near got a lisp. So a lot of words doesn't come out the clearest. You know what I'm saying? I got to slow it down so you even catch what I'm saying, and then I pronounce shit different. And I pronounce a lot of shit different. Like when I say, what was the word I said? I can't even remember. It was a word that I said, but a lot of people didn't even know what I was saying. I was like, bro, I think it was world, but I was saying it so fast. It sounded like I was like saying whirl or something, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I was like, man, you got to slow down and say world so they know what you're saying. Because if they didn't know I'm saying world on this bar, then you don't know, you're not going to catch the punch. If you think I said world, the punch is, you like, what? What is he talking? What is world and horizon got to do with anything?
Enunciation matters deeply to you. You're like, yo,
Exactly.
This part of it needs to be said this way, so that way when they read it, they literally say in a sentence, and then when they're rapping it, they know what exactly I'm getting at.
Exactly.
I think like when you battle Geechee, you what you said, son. But for anything over 3 G's, the gloves can come off.
Oh yeah.
Anything over 3 G's, triple G, the glove can come off. Glovekin. Yeah. So I'm just like, oh shit. You know, I didn't even catch the glovekin part. I just caught the 3 G's.
Because I didn't emphasize it like I should have. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't even set that up good. If I was smart, I would have set it up with a boxing concept to go get their ears open, get them ready for a boxing name.
Oh, I remember. It was love taps when I'm punching on y'all. But for anything over 3 G's, the glove can come off.
Yeah, it was a good setup, but I didn't emphasize like the boxing part. And then 3 G's, I could have emphasized that. And then glove can. I just wrapped it. I just said it.
Yeah,
you
you
know what I'm
just.
saying?
I didn't catch it until way later, and I'm like, oh shit, we missed this one, and that's what happened with a lot of your bars. We're like, oh, we missed this. So I guess like those little details really like it irk you. You're a perfectionist when you try to create those details.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I actually did a test, literally against Rock, and my test like I failed. Like the way that they like it, like, they like that simple shit. I did a bar. It was a Brandy bar. Like she has that song "Wanna Be Down."
Yeah.
And me, I wanted to have it intricate. But the first way I said it was like I named my gun Brandy. It'll lay a wanna be down. And I'm like, man, I hate naming my gun Brandy. What does that have to do with anything? Like, it's not a reach, but to me, I call it a scenario reach. It's not like a wordplay reach, but it's like a scenario reach. You're building something like a story just to make this one line happen. You know what I mean? So I gotta call my gun Brandy just to lay a wanna be down. You know what I mean? Normally, now if I always call my gun Brandy in every battle, then that's dope. But I don't. So that's a scenario reach to me, low key. You feel me? So
I like that term, scenario reach.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. Like I heard a nigga shoot a nigga in the pharmacy so he can get pilled on by allergies. But you had to shoot it. You had to find him
in the pharmacy.
That's a scenario reach. It's not like a wordplay reach, but it's a scenario reach. Or like you saying something that didn't happen. Or if Michael Jackson was Asian, that's a pop chin. But it's not Asian. So it's a scenario reach. It's not a wordplay reach, but it's a scenario reach. So yeah. So I feel like that was that. But right after that, I did my own, like my version of the bar was like once the brandy hit, I said something, get drunk, and once the brandy hit, I lay a wanna be down. To me, that sounds like how I rap, because you can say that in a sentence. I mean, you get drunk, that brandy hit, and you lay a motherfucker down. You feel me? Like, it sounds more fluent, but they didn't catch it. They liked it, that just simple, I name my gun Brandy, it'll lay a wanna be down. They just caught the correlation of Brandy and wanna be down. But then I think, again, I wasn't emphasizing it right. I think if I said that same bar, get drunk, let the brandy hit, then lay a wanna be down. Like, pause, emphasize certain shit. I think I can make a hit now. I just didn't know how to deliver it back in the day.
How important is the multi to you? Because actually, you work on the multis too. I noticed, like,
hell yeah.
And so, like, beyond the pronunciation, you're just not trying to get. You're not just trying to get to that line. You're trying to make actually a good rhyme between it as well.
Yeah. The multis is it helps your flow. You know what I'm saying? It helps your flow, and then it helps other things. Like, say if you wanted a detail to stick out in a bar,
right?
I would multi-rhyme damn near that whole line. If I wanted that, like, I don't know, like if I wanted, say if it's a 4-bar, like a four-syllable fucking syllable for multi-rhyme type shit, I would rhyme half of that so they can catch the setup to that. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but like, it's very important to me. Very, it's like damn near everything. The setup.
I let it go, don't try it. Straight things go flying. I clap shit, pull out a blacksmith and let it bang on iron. So like bang on iron.
See, look, that would have been a perfect example. I wanted blacksmith. I should have rhymed that, like instead of bang on iron, what I do, bang on iron. So that's just 3 syllables. I would have added blacksmith. I'd have like max shit, bang on iron, actually, bang on iron.
You said
pull out a blacksmith and let it bang on iron. So now that I'm doing all of these syllables,
things go flying, bang on iron.
Yeah, but blacksmith though.
Okay.
I think if I would have did the multi-syllable rhymes to all of that, the blacksmith would have stood out more. You know what I'm saying? So instead of things go flying, bang on iron, pull out a blacksmith and bang on iron, I could have been like, nigga, I clap shit. Things go flying. Black grip, A's go flying. Hat trick. Pull out a blacksmith and let it. Now the blacksmith stands out more because I had more internal rhymes. Now the blacksmith stands out more. So that's what I try to do more now because I want that part to stand out. That blacksmith, you feel me?
I feel like you do that more now.
I'm definitely doing. And
it looks almost effortless now. Honestly, sometimes you say it's hard to put together. So I believe you, but like from us watching it, we're like, oh, this is just another day at the office for Nitty. Meanwhile, you was really.
Yeah, I'm at the
meanwhile,
crib going crazy.
meanwhile, you was going crazy, turning all
I'm at
types
the
of
crib.
girls down.
Yeah. I'm at the crib going crazy. But then what's fucked up is, like I said, like I got anxiety. Like I'll be so skeptical about a bar, and then the last day, cause sometimes I don't know, like I get quiet, I don't talk. So a lot of my bars, I don't say them out loud. I just I be writing them in my phone. I got kids, so I don't be rapping out loud. I just be rapping in my phone, and I'm saying it in my head like, don't sound good until I actually put it together in a round, stand up and say it. Like, I could have said that from day one. Been spending a week on this bar thinking it was trash because I didn't vocally get up and say it and try to, put some performance to it. You know what I mean? Right. So, yeah, I be killing myself over stupid shit.
I think what people resonate the most with you, even though you don't do as many interviews as you would like, is that, like, you're the guy that climbed the ladder. Everybody's known you from an early age. You've been through multiple eras. And more importantly, you express the actual physical pain of battle rap. I always say, like, battle rap is physically taxing in all areas. As a fan, standing for 10 hours. As the business side, getting an event organized, like cameras and security, all this stuff. The artist dedicating the time to write and memorize these things. No matter what aspect of battle rap you're a part of, it's physically imposing. And you kind of like really been transparent and vulnerable almost, where you like, yo, it's hard to memorize rounds. After the third round, I'm ready to call it. I'm ready to have a drink and smoke and forget about everything. And then you really you put us into pressure. Like, oh shit, man, like these are still humans. Some people probably look at you guys like superheroes. I'm like, nah, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean?
And, I let them know we bleed. We normal as hell. Fuck that. That shit is difficult. It's difficult. Then shit, we gotta write when it's like it's being a star. Period. I'm not saying we stars, but like we somebody like it's just like you gotta put on a smile for the fans. You gotta put on a positive energy. You can't just be out there mean mugging because you had a bad day. Like they don't understand that, but they don't give a fuck. Yeah. And why should they? They spent $200 to come in here. Hey man, greet that motherfucker. Show him some love, shake him up, take a picture with him.
Yo, we gotta. We're gonna at the Phoenix Suns Twitter page. Get Rum Nitty some floor seats. He needs them.
Yeah, man.
They need y'all need him. Ain't nobody
give me a jersey, throw me out there.
Ain't nobody coming to Talking Sticks Resort Arena. Aiton's gone. Booker likes battle rap. He tunes in. Make it happen. Somebody listens to this. Somebody gonna listen to this. I know it. Just make it happen. Get Rum Nitty at a courtside game. So when I'm watching on League Pass, I see Rum like, oh shit. They had Murder Mook one time in Barclays. I was like, oh, flipping through the channel, like, look at Mook.
That's crazy.
Right. So but it's just like I really enjoy that you let people know, damn, this is what it takes to be great. And you're like, wow, you guys consider me great. So I have to take that honor and work for it,
Yeah, that's what I say. Like when motherfuckers be like, that shit easy to you, I'll be quick to let them know. No, it's not easy. Like I put a lot of time in.
Right.
This, you know what I mean? It's not easy. Like ain't nothing easy.
3 of the names that you've called out, I want to put them. I want to say these 3 names, and I want you to tell me like who will be the hardest to battle of the 3. So you will go 1, 2, and 3. Called out Hollow the Don. Called out Loaded Lux. Called out Calico.
Who'd be the hardest to battle out of them 3?
Yeah.
Probably Lux.
Really?
Yeah. To a lot of people, they would say Hollow. I feel like I'm not just like, not to be cocky, but I feel like just my style would diffuse Hollow kind of easier than Lux.
Wow.
I feel like I would have to bring a little bit more to the table for Lux. You know what I'm saying?
Cal, you got to figure it out. Cal's the 3rd.
Calico, I'm a dog walk Calico. Here, boy.
Oh man.
Here, boy. I'm gonna teach that nigga how to play dead. Roll over on your back. Lay down. He's not gonna get up though. Time. Batting over. He can be on his back. Calico, you good? Nah, that nigga dead.
Nah, it's hilarious. Hopefully we get these matches, man. I need them. I really would like. That's what I'm envisioning. I almost envision you and Hollow being back in Irving Plaza the same way Hollow and Rock was. And I'm just like, crazy. That would be absolutely insane. Because Hollow's never battled somebody that you don't got to get personal with. So you just got to actually go bar heavy with you. And I think that is a big trait of yours, that defense that people actually don't know much of Rum Nitty.
Yeah, that's one of
what
the
angle they're
good
gonna bring.
things.
What angle
That's
they're gonna bring?
One of the good things of me not doing so much camera talking and promoting and being all on the, because they don't know a lot about me, so they don't know not too many angles. You either know where I'm from, you know my name, and that's it. You know what I'm saying, like the Walmart shit, like, you know what I mean, like that wouldn't hid. It's just I'm just not a personal nigga, like, you know what I
Right.
mean? You know what I mean? Don't nobody like my kids' names. That's not on the internet. So when Twerk did that shit, it caught me off guard. Like, oh, my kids' name's not on the internet. I do shit like that personally because I'm a personal nigga. I keep my shit to myself.
Right.
You feel me? Yeah. So I think that's one of the good. The good thing is it doesn't give people an angle, and the bad thing is
Can't
the fans
connect.
doesn't really feel like we have a personal connection.
The gift and the curse. The gift and the curse of it.
Exactly.
And it's almost like it's a backhanded gift and curse because I think of the JC battle you were mentioning, you're like, yo, they know even after a bad performance they gotta book me. So you learn at that point. Doesn't matter if you lose. It just matters if you give the crowd what they want.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of like, well, if that.
And then I think what helped me a lot in that JC battle is I kept it 100. Like I told the fans,
Yeah.
like, he got me.
Yeah.
Like doing that on it. If I say I won,
You could have did that.
said that.
Yeah.
But that lets the fans know that he possibly won't work on his game if need be. He thinks he has it all. If I can let him know I'm human, like, hey, damn, I think he got me right there. I'm finna go back to the drawing board and I'm gonna go harder next time. They like, all right, I fuck with that nigga. He kept it real. Next time I see him, I believe he's gonna rap better, or I believe it's gonna be a better outcome. But if a nigga like, nigga, I won, y'all tripping. That means the next time you see him, he's gonna keep rapping the same thing. He's gonna be rapping the same way, and he's gonna think everything he says is the best. No, I take it a lot of shit into consideration with the fans say. I read comments.
Yeah, you
so
do.
I go back to the drawing board like, all right, bet.
You're right.
What do I gotta do?
What's one of the wildest comments you ever read about you? Because you know the comment section's crazy.
The wildest comments. I don't know. It'd be funny ones like, I hate how this nigga move his fucking hands.
Nitty, we gotta talk about all this, man.
Hey, man, I don't know. My bars be in my hands sometimes. The shit, that's where the memory at.
It's muscle. It's literally muscle memory.
Right, yeah.
Shout out to my co-host, man, Vlad. I wish you could be here. He's critical of Nitty.
Who?
And my co-host Vlad. He's critical of you. And one time he tweeted out, he was like, "Waving hand motion is not performance." I'm like, yo, Vlad, stop hating, son.
Yeah, that's a fact, though. It's not.
Oh, you concur? It's not.
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's not.
it's part of the sorcery. It's part of the.
Yeah. But I performed against Shine, though.
You want to talk about performance?
Yeah, I performed my ass off against Shine and T-Top. That second round, I was performing. I was moving.
Yeah, no, you were. You actually switched it up a little bit for T-Top in the first round, where like you had that line about his mom, like him.
Yeah.
That was like that was almost like a little angle bar, and we're like, oh shit, is Nitty evolving?
I was slipping little angles, and I didn't want to. Like, I felt like when I battled Rock,
right.
I was doing too much of it at once, so it caught the fans off by surprise. Like, if I would have just did like a quick little 4-bar angle and then got back into punching, they'd have like, oh, okay, that was dope. That's something new right there.
Right.
20 bars of angles, Nitty, for your first time? Chill. They back there like, bro, punch.
Just punch.
He's
Boo.
talk about trannies. Boo. It was just too much at once. It was too much at once. If I would have just did a couple bars and then got back to punching, they'd have been like, okay, that was something. Okay, all right, that's what's up.
And you're adding a rebuttaling game too.
Yeah. You know, that comes with comfortability. I always feel like I always do like a freestyle. I'm just not comfortable enough to get up here and fuck up. Like, bam, is you gonna say it or you gonna fuck up? Like, nah, I'm not comfortable enough. I'm gonna say what I know I can say. I know my rounds. And I done had plenty of rebuttals pop up and like have the whole bar in my head already put together. But be too nervous to say it, like, damn, am I gonna stumble because I don't know it? You know what I'm saying? It's just come with comfortability.
You know, before we close things out, you know.
Shout out Ill Will too for I ain't gonna lie, I think our battle, we did the 2-on-2 and we did the 2-on-2. I think that was when I first started doing it. Because I told him we're gonna do like 2-on-2 rebuttals. So that low key gave me the confidence. I'm like, yo, I'm not stuttering, I'm not stumbling. I can do this shit. I'm doing it. So that's kind of what gave me the confidence.
Nah, yeah, the
2-on-2.
You know, what was amazing? The fact that y'all did that shit on short prep too, that was incredible too.
Shit, me, Ill Will did that shit in 2 days. Me and
Geechee.
Geechee did that shit in
You had time
like
though.
2, 3. No.
But you had time.
No, me and Geechee.
Yeah, you had.
No, we had like 5 days. They flew us out. First of all,
Oh.
they didn't fly us out to each other. You know, you seen Lux and Hollow in the mountain for months. they didn't fly this nigga to Arizona. We right next door. They didn't fly him to Arizona the whole time. They didn't fly me to Cali. They was finna fly us to North Carolina the Thursday before the Saturday of the battle. And I'm like, bro, we have no rounds. We don't have nothing. They like, are y'all serious? I'm like, y'all never flew us to each other. So they flew us to Charlotte on Monday.
Wow.
Instead of Thursday. And we wrote from Monday to Wednesday. And then from Wednesday to Saturday, we rehearsed. So we really wrote that shit in like 2-3 days, too.
So the same process, pretty much.
Yeah, we stayed in that hotel. You know what I'm saying? Stayed in the hotel.
I seen the video. That shit was funny. You guys were working out.
That's what we came with all that shit.
Bow!
We was writing that whole time.
Oh, that was just their writing.
That was our writing process. We was writing the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah, we wrote the first 2 days, and then we memorized like the last three days. And doing the memorizing, we still adding bars and adding extra shit.
And he can freestyle pretty good, so you're probably like, yo,
Yeah.
if you got a rebuttal, do your thing.
Yeah.
What? You and Geechee the same time as you and Ill Will?
Same time.
Damn. Every time I hear that, I'm just always mind blown.
Only thing about me and Geechee is we had more time together, obviously, to rehearse it.
Right.
Me and Will wrote it. They flew Will out to Arizona. We wrote it in 2 days, and then they flew him back. So we didn't even have time to rehearse it. We just wrote it together. Me and Will didn't rehearse it until I seen him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Until I seen him the day of the battle. Or the night before.
Fucking risky.
Yeah. Hey, you know your part, I know my part. That's how we can go. You know what I'm saying?
One taking it.
Yeah.
Damn, that threw me for a loop, man. I'm really like brought back by the fact that you and because it looked like you guys. I felt like NWX took you guys really serious. They said they were ready early for you guys, and it looked like you guys were just as ready early too. I'm like, oh shit.
I feel like the only difference is you can tell like they're used to rapping 2-on-2s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like me and Geechee, we showed chemistry, but we were kind of still rapping like a single battle. Like it wasn't as much weaving through the words as they do.
You guys started weaving.
I feel like they do too much weaving though. Sometimes.
Yeah, they probably
to the point where it gets like kind of annoying.
The content.
Big clip, middle stick,
Right.
big, middle stick, let one rap a little bit longer. You feel me? And I feel like we didn't do enough of that. You feel me?
Well, the content when you do that isn't always as hitting. It's just like the chemistry. It's just the chemistry.
Yeah, they showed a little bit more like chemistry as far as wordplay, but we showed that we rap.
Yeah, I did that a little bit, only in the second round. I loved it when it was like, talking Vivica, he taking temperatures. Hit question over and over.
I'm talking trivia. Yeah, that was the
hit question. That was crazy, Nitty. Question. Come on, son. How the fuck do you make these things come to life like this? Because the word question, we say it all the time. You're like, question. Oh, question.
I don't know. When you get in battle mode, every word that comes by your head gets broken down. When I'm not in battle mode, I probably miss fucking haymakers because I'm not even in battle mode. But when I'm in battle mode, I got a conversation with somebody, and damn near every word they say get broke down. I'm like, can I use some of that? Nah. What'd you say? No, I can't.
Nah, man. Fucking, you have some of the best name flips. So like, you ever like just little thought bubble? This is all the stuff with their names, or it just come. Yeah.
I can't give away too much of my process, but like you know what I mean. I have a search, like how I search for certain shit. Like when I find out your name, I'm straight to the internet. About to go find everything that got to do with your fucking name. Everything that got to do with your fucking name. You know what I'm saying? So punchers out there, use that. Yeah, man, you gonna type it.
Nah, but some of them I feel like you can't Google. I feel like some of them just come upon you and you just like, oh.
I think some of them
like souvenir. There's no way you Google souvenir. Souvenir can't.
That comes from me from trying to go left. I'm like, Nitty, what's different?
Right.
So I'm just going over super souvenir, nigga. That's how that goes. I'm trying to go left. Everybody does splash, surf. I'm like
wave.
I'm like right. I'm throwing sumo. I'm
sumo.
So what I do is I just go through hella words that has su in it. I did the like Kama Sutra. I'm just thinking every word that has a su in it, and I just write them all down. And then after I write them all down, I just go one by one and try to put them together.
Yeah, man. I wanted to close off with this. Like, battling at King of the Dot so early in your career and being loyal to them, and now being one of the top guys at URL, if not arguably the face of the league. Um, what's it like? Those two different demographics like gravitate towards you so much. Do you ever switch it up? At one point, you're like, oh, I'm in a different crowd, I'm in a different environment, or you're like, I'm just gonna be the same Nitty, and they're gonna take it.
Yep. My rock battle proved me wrong. Don't ever switch it. I switched it and got booed. And then the fans told me, like, bro, we know that's all you're gonna do is gun bars. We expect it. We cool with it.
Wow.
They cool. Like, I got fans that don't even like gun bars, but they like me. Cause I bring new ones. I still bring wittiness to it. You know what I mean? It's not just shoot you in the puddle with blood. You know, I actually rap. So I'm gonna stick to me. Any crowd. I stick to me. Any crowd. I battle a white boy. I'm finna battle like I wasn't rapping like I didn't have no white jokes tonight against King Jables.
None.
I had no white jokes. I rap like that was a nigga. I rap like that was a nigga trying to shoot me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get that same respect. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be me, period.
Yeah, no, like I battle always kind of like gives me that feel like this is like still like an extension of like what Grind Time used to feel like. People label it the backpackers. Like this is the place where everybody's real comfortable, different styles mesh, and you just enjoying good content.
That's what I like about punchlining. I feel like punchlining is universal already though. Like street shit not universal. You can't really go in front of everybody and say street shit. Not everybody from the streets, but everybody understands a good metaphor. Everybody understands a good double entendre. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's low-key universal. I don't even give a fuck if it's about a gun. If they understand the reference, then there you go.
Would you ever do an entire round of no gun bars with all metaphors?
Yeah. I've actually had the idea to do it. I just haven't battled the right opponent yet.
Interesting. I think about like Murder Mook's performance against Young Hot. And Young Hot's nobody where we rank, but he had no gun bars, and I feel like that was the opening of like, hey, we don't have
Mook
to.
started scheming basically.
Yeah.
Keep it real, like scheming and doing like references that wasn't killing. You know what I mean? Just like comparing. He did a whole basketball breakdown of the Jordan Iverson and shit. I've never heard no shit like that.
Right.
Ever at that time. Yeah, so Mook started that.
Since 2015 too, he was always saying like he was quoting some of your lines, saying you the best. He loved the surf battle. So like it's crazy how much Mook like admires your pen. And you call him out. I don't know if that'll ever happen. I would love it though.
Hell yeah. That definitely got to happen. I look up to Mook. Mook and Lux is the reason I write how I write.
They're the end games, right? Like yeah. Damn, they get a Mook or Lux on your resume. That would be it, right? That would be like, all right, Nitty.
Yeah, I'd rather have a Mook or Lux on my resume than Cassidy.
That's it. The Cassidy things, interesting
That's
no
more
more.
significant in our world, not just to brag about it for some bitches or something. Yeah, man, smoke Cassidy. What you talk about? Smoke that nigga, goofy ass nigga. Come to my hotel, smoked him. That's just for like some shit like that. But that's not significant in our world, the battle world.
I love how you say our world. So it's like you're very aware of how separated we are from like.
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole different, and that's the difference. He doesn't know the separation. He's bringing industry fans over that saying you won. I'm saying if you could say a defeat bar and they going crazy, yeah, they not battle rap fan. They not of this realm.
Do you think you
So
translate?
that's another word I can't say. Realm.
Realm. How you said it? Realm. Rome.
I gotta get the realm. There you go.
You think casual fans gravitate towards your style? I feel like there's two different.
Hell no.
I feel like they could, but a lot of people tell me no, that you have to be a hardcore fan for.
Yeah, I'm a rapper's rapper. Like I'm a battle rapper's rapper, or just like a hardcore battle rap fans rapper. Like the normal, like bitches probably don't even like me. Like not to say like I'm cute as hell. I'm not talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but I'm like they probably don't like my style. They can't understand what I'm saying.
Interesting.
I'm sweaty and eyes backing out. What is he?
I use you and Iron as an
I don't care,
introduction
though.
point for some people. Some people
Okay.
like their first battle ever. I'm like, yo, watch this. They watch Iron, but I gauge how much of hip hop fans they are too. Like if they're not hip hop fans at all, I'm gonna have to go back in the day to Grind Time or something, or an old Smack DVD.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm out for everybody. Everybody not going. And then I don't even think everybody is gonna understand me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even that intricate, but I'm different. Like I don't know. Like I punch from a different angle. Don't even like a lot of people. Like I have a lot of people that tell me like I punch unorthodox. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's more easier to catch now because I'm delivering it different. But when I rap straight down the line, I didn't punch like the East Coast niggas punch. I never punched like Magic. Me and Magic never punched it like.
No,
ever,
absolutely not.
Ever. We never.
None of y'all really. None of y'all.
I've never punched like nobody. The only person that punches like me right now is Twerk. I've never punched like nobody.
But how come Twerk doesn't get labeled the puncher, even though you guys' styles are so close and he punches like you? Like we don't ever call, like when we talk about punches, we never mention Twerk's name.
Because he has other attributes that overshine, that I think overshine it. You know what I'm saying? And me, that's my highest attribute is punching. You know what I mean? Now I'm getting considered as, now they call me one of the best pins. First, they was like, Nitty don't got a pen. He's just a puncher. And in my mind, I'm like, what's the difference really? Like I'm good with words and breaking down. Like I got a good pen too. Now they call me like one of the best pins, one of the best punchers.
That's why the
like,
Lux. That's why the Lux campaign is out. Because of the pen part, yeah.
Because the pen part. But before that, it was like, oh, Cassidy or Conceited. Lux, nah, his pen too great. We want to see JC and Lux. We don't want to see Nitty and Lux. Now they want to see me versus pen niggas because they know I got a pen.
Right.
But like, he got so many different attributes, they don't just look at the punching. But he's a great puncher. He's actually like a slugger. And nigga throw haymakers. He throw haymakers. That's what it is. He doesn't have little punches like me. He just has big haymakers and moments. I punch, jab, punch, haymaker. I punch in every form.
And you do this. You do these punches sometimes when you're battling your opponent. Every time you start the battle, we got Rum Nitty verse, and then you quote whatever your opponent is. You do those punches, and the people won't catch it, but your opponent catches it because it's just